and welcome to the Alfa Laval Energy Division's third Net Zero launch event about innovations that accelerate sustainable solutions. We're broadcasting to you from our studio here in Lund, and over the next 45 minutes we'll be sharing Alfa Laval's latest initiatives and thinking around sustainability. Our president, Thomas Möller, is here to tell you more.
Thanks, Lily. Third event, that's really exciting. I think we always talk about acceleration. We need to go into action mode, we need to walk the talk, and we are forward looking. But let me this time go a bit backwards and say, are we really accelerating? Are we going into action mode? And if we look at our sustainable offering, we have it grouped in three areas. So we have the energy efficiency. And that's really the most important one, because that's where we have technologies today, we know where to deploy them, and so on. But we need more awareness around it. And that's also why we, as the first company together with ABB, joined the energy efficiency movement. And in the Net Zero launch event back in September, I could very happily say that we had 40-50 companies on board. And now we have more than 300 companies on board. So this is really going fast, and a lot of people having energy efficiency on the agenda, and that also means a lot of our customers are increasing their awareness and their action on this. And they are not just looking for heat exchangers, they are looking for the most energy efficient heat exchangers. And that's putting a lot of demands on us and our supply chain. And that's also why we, in December, we launched a big investment program. And now in the quarterly report in February, we launched another big one. So we are really walking the talk when it comes to having the capacities ready at the right time. And we are talking about investments that are 5-6 times higher than Alfa Laval has ever done before. So that is really, really great. And if we just look at the heat exchangers deployed last year and the services we do, it's a 50 million ton CO2 reduction, equal to London and Paris. So it really matters. Then the second area we have is the clean energy. And what are we doing here? Since our last Net Zero launch event, we have announced that we are very happy to be part of the big NEOM City project in Middle East, which is a 2 gigawatt electrolyzer plant, where a lot of Alfa Laval heat exchangers will be deployed to secure the energy efficiency of that electrolyzer plant from the very beginning. The same goes with the carbon capture, where we both are engaged in from point of source, but also from direct air capture, with the big projects, for example, being deployed in Iceland. Also here, Alfa Laval heat exchangers securing the efficiency from day one. The last area is circularity, and also a lot of things has happened here. We are involved in a lot of plastic recycling plants, where Alfa Laval equipment is helping to keep the process optimized. We are also entering green chemical partnerships, where we are about to deploy important demonstration plans to be ready for the full scale later on. So I'm very happy with what we are doing, and with we, I mean our customers, our partners, and the entire Energy Division team. So I feel we are walking the talk, and let's also go into action mode today, Lily.
Great, thank you so much, Thomas. And with that, if you have any questions over the duration of the event, please don't hesitate to contact us using the feature available, and our experts will get back to you as soon as possible. So let's kickstart the event with the energy efficiency segment. Joining me to start things off is Julien Genetier. Hi Julien, and welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hi Lily, thank you.
So we've heard before that the world's industries could reduce carbon emissions by up to 40% just through energy efficiency. So how do we make this a priority?
Well, as you are saying, it is a key lever in the race to net zero. So as such, it is a priority. Then the rising energy prices and challenge on the availability side is making it an urgent one. The good thing about energy efficiency is technologies are mostly available. The challenge, though, is to make it relevant for every use cases. At Alfa Laval, we strongly believe that we need to train more our process engineers and maintenance engineers in order to identify what works best for the specific situation they are in. And that's why some months back we have launched the Energy Hunter program, offering trainings and tools in order for our own staff and our customer staff to identify energy-saving opportunities. However, on the technology side, we're not standing still, and we are working on innovation in order to make the technology available for everyone.
So how do we do that?
Well, I think the T21 release today is a very good example of that. T21 comes with the asymmetric technology, we call it FlexFlow, and 3 different pressing depths. So you can create up to 24 different channels in order to reach the perfect fit for every application. Further, it's available in a very, very large range of material, so it makes it extremely suitable for different fluids. As such, the T21 is really fit for purpose, all for purpose, by precise tailoring, not compromising. In addition, I should say that T21 is pushing the design pressure of the frame and the plate in order to make plate heat transfer efficiency available for even more application. And last but not least, T21 is coming with a compact frame, which is make it easy to install in the first place and later easy to install. But I suggest we are watching the release film of the T21.
The Paris Agreement speaks of the need for technological development. Meet our latest contribution. The new T21 is our most versatile plate heat exchanger to date, built with efficiency and versatility in mind. The new high-pressure frame handles up to 40 bars, and the new, more compact design makes it convenient to install and service. The wide array of plate options allows for precise tailoring, making the T21 suitable for everything from data centers and green hydrogen producers to power plants, industrial heat pumps, refrigeration plants, HVAC, and sulfuric acid production. The latter is made possible by the unique Alfa Laval D205 alloy, which handles concentrated sulfuric acid at temperatures up to 130 degrees Celsius. All combined, this makes the T21 the go-to heat exchanger for energy-efficient heat transfer regardless of industry and application.
What a game changer for so many industries. I know we've spoken in previous events about how important it is to make data center industry specifically more sustainable. Have we had any more developments on that front?
Yes, well, before answering your question, I would say when it comes to data center, there's 2 sides of the story. Because data centers, yes, are an energy-intensive industry, yet the power of data and connectivity enable energy efficiency at scale, as we will see in a subsequent section of this release event. So, but when it comes to your questions, yes, the data center industry is highly energy intense, and they have been always mindful of their environmental impact. They've been the first focusing on securing we're having renewable electricity and green power, but now they are of course taking a bit more holistic grip on their sustainability impact and looking at how you can make it more energy efficient. Did you know that actually 98% of the input, the energy input that comes into the data center is transformed into heat? A heat that can be reused and recycled for valuable further reuse. In the Nordic countries, we are used to having district heating network, which has been natural for data center to reuse their heat in the district heating network. And in the particular case here of Eco Data Center, which we have been working with, which is one of the most sustainable data center in the world, we're extremely proud to have been chosen as a collaboration partner for Eco Data Center.
And how has Alfa Laval supported them here?
Well, we have been working, the first thing is that we've been working with side by side with this industry since the beginning. So we have developed a deep application knowledge around energy efficiency in general, about heat reuse in particular. The second element comes with technology. Our new range of heat exchangers have been developed with this application in mind and is particularly suitable for data center cooling and heat reuse. The last element is when the magic happens. I say in buckets because there's no real magic, but when the magic happens is when we start collaborating with our customers, like we have done with Eco Data Center. So I would say that collaboration, innovation, and application knowledge are the key in order to support the exponential growth of the data center industry in a way that is good for the environment.
Fantastic. Let's find out more in this next clip.
The world is in the middle of a digital revolution, and the volume of data to be processed and stored are growing exponentially. Because of this, our data centers increasing in number and size all over the world. Today, the ICT industry is responsible for approximately 2% of the global carbon emissions.
Our job as Alfa Laval is to make sure that data centers, like Eco Data Center and their customers, can continue to grow in a way that works for the environment.
Here at Eco Data Center, we have revolutionized the industry by building wooden data centers in a unique construction. This, with a holistic approach to sustainability always on top of mind.
One of the great features at our site in Falun is that it's connected to the city's combined heat and power plant and the pellet factory. This unique solution makes sure to use the excess heat in a circular way by producing renewable fuel in the form of wooden pellets.
The exciting potential of heat reuse is a high priority in the data center industry. But for efficient heat recovery, you need efficient heat transfer. And that's where we come in. Here at Alfa Laval, we have the products and expertise to maximize efficiency and performance.
We cannot combat the climate crisis alone. As an industry, we need to take responsibility and cooperate. That means being flexible to our customers and to partnering with companies like Alfa Laval.
We are well on our journey to net zero, and we have the solutions to help our customers do the same.
We just need you to join the journey.
Another great way to boost energy efficiency is through service. And joining us now to talk about just that is Sara Widerstad. Hi Sara, and welcome to the studio.
Hi Lily, thank you.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about how Alfa Laval is supporting customers when it comes to boosting performance and saving energy?
Yeah, sure. Making sure that already existing heat exchangers are clean, maintained and optimized according to current running conditions, it's really the easiest way to save energy. And we know that on a global basis, there is an opportunity for 25 gigawatt of energy capacity savings.
And how do we do it?
Yeah, Alfa Laval is offering a broad range of services, and we are now launching this first smart heat exchanger. So here we have combined our extensive knowledge in service with advanced analytic capabilities. And by that we can bring insights into the heat exchangers operating and maintenance conditions. And when we then connect the heat exchanger, it means that we can help our customers to make sure that they save on unnecessary planned unnecessary downtime, and also that they can reduce operating cost. So it has actually never been easier to secure the performance of a heat exchanger.
Great, let's find out more in this next video. Next up, Joe Van Horen is here to tell us about one of Alfa Laval's newest cooling solutions. Hi Joe, and welcome to the studio.
Hi Lily, good morning.
So we've talked about it a little bit before already in the data center industry, but what exactly is an edge data center and how do its needs differ?
Yeah, well actually there is a continuous need for more data processing capacity at a much higher speed. New applications like the 5G, artificial intelligence, but also the Industry 4.0, and who knows in the future the self-driving cars will definitely demand so much more data processing at a so much higher speed. And in order actually to make that happen, we need so many more data centers which are very much closer to the consumer of the data. For that actually we are now, they are developing this new concept of edge data centers which are very close to the consumer and very often at the edge of the existing data network. That's also why they are called edge data centers. Now, these edge data centers, they also come with a total different set of cooling requirements. Basically, they are out there, very often in remote areas, which also means that, of course, the requirements when it comes to maintenance are even more demanding, and we need even more reliable solutions. At the same time, we don't know where the edge data centers are going to be placed up front, and if we want to standardize that solution, we also need to have actually solutions which can work in whatever kind of environment. So for that, basically, it will require a total different kind of cooling solution.
And how is Alfa Laval able to support these new requirements?
Well, actually, we worked very close with our customers, and we tried to create an off-the-shelf solution. An off-the-shelf solution which at the same time can ensure reliability, very long life endurance, but at the same time also compactness and energy efficiency. And all of this at the right investment cost. And for that actually we started to work with two core technologies in Alfa Laval. On one side we have the well-known air heat exchanger cooling technology, and on the other side we have the plate and frame cooling technology. And we combined those two technologies into one. Basically, we made sure that we optimize the balance between the air cooler and the plate heat exchangers, and we, moreover, have basically integrated the plate heat exchanger in the air cooler and made a fully interconnected system. Now, instead, actually, for me trying to describe this, why don't we just watch how it works?
Technologies such as IoT, 5G, AI, and augmented reality are placing higher demands on our IT infrastructure. More and more data is being created, and that data needs to be processed faster than ever. To meet this challenge, new decentralized facilities, known as edge data centers, are being added to the IT infrastructure. By providing local processing power, edge data centers reduce latency to meet the demands of these new technologies. Edge data centers are often deployed in remote, harsh, and water-scarce environments, creating a greater need for durability, water-free cooling, and robust designs. Alfa Laval recently launched the Cooling Pod, a plug-and-play cooling solution for edge data centers. This is a 20-foot container that has all of the components necessary to deliver cooling for direct-to-chip, cold plate, or immersion cooling applications. This pre-engineered solution is extremely energy efficient and does not use water to cool. All you need to get up and running is a power connection and space to put your container. The design itself is more robust than commercial cooling solutions and is designed to stand up in the most challenging environments with minimal maintenance.
Wow, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it actually does. I think actually it looks cool, this cooling pod. And as you could have noticed in the movie, the solution really is made with standardized container dimensions. That's also makes the solution easy to install, but also easy to transport and very modular. You can actually stack the solution up to other components in the data center. So it really makes it so easy for our customers. And I'm so excited now that we can launch this kind of new product for customers who are out there looking for reliability and energy efficiency.
Great, thank you so much, Joe. Now it's time to move on to our second segment on clean energy. Welcome back. Joining me to kickstart the next segment on clean energy is Małgorzata Moszyńska to tell us all about fuel cells. Hi, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah, great. A big part of the clean energy transition is clean power. So why are fuel cells such an important option in this area?
When we think alternatives to fossil-based power, many people will say electrification. And that's absolutely true. But we have to remember that it cannot cover the full scale of the global demand. In fact, 50% of the future energy demand will come from the clean molecules, which will take the place like an energy carriers. Those molecules, we have to remember, has to be converted to the power again, where we need. So this is where fuel cell technology starts to play such an important role on the market. I'm saying that because fuel cell conversion is highly efficient, is noiseless, and unlike engines, doesn't pollute any harmful pollutions like nitrous oxide to the atmosphere. Apart from the power, the only byproduct from the process is actually heat waste. The only one factor which is keeping us from the fast transformation to the fuel cell is actually cost, because fuel cell technology is much more expensive per unit of power. But the future fuel will cost more. So maybe it's relevant to consider highly efficient fuel cell technology, which has much faster payback. So I would say that it's worth to switch not only financially, but also for planet.
So how is Alfa Laval supporting the implementation of fuel cell technology?
Alfa Laval technologies are already present in that industry, and we will only keep to build on it. If we will take like an example, brazed fusion bonded heat exchangers, the technology is actually present in all applications across hydrogen value chain, and it will keep growing the importance when we will build even more solutions. Alfa Laval is not only a company with the extensive product portfolio, with the huge experience, but we have also global infrastructure, which can really make a difference in the globalization of the fuel cells technology. Our plate heat exchangers, which are already on the market, they suit perfectly to the fuel cell technology because they can help our customers to optimize the processes, but also to minimize the energy losses. Saying that, I'm very proud to say that our portfolio of heat exchangers is growing, and we were working very hard in the spirit of accelerating the carbonization via fuel cell to develop and to put on the market the new Alfa Nova GL50, the new heat exchanger which was fully designed to support fuel cell technology.
Great, let's take a look at this exciting new product.
The global energy transition is a complex puzzle requiring a wide range of solutions, and one of the key pieces to this puzzle will be fuel cells. Hi, I'm Ture Johannessen, heading Fuel Cell Business Development at Alfa Laval Energy Division. Did you know that our plate heat exchanger technology can increase the efficiency of fuel cell systems by minimizing energy losses? At Alfa Laval, we support fuel cell manufacturers in their mission to provide both compact and competitive solutions. Fuel cells fueled with hydrogen or hydrogen derivatives like ammonia, methanol or methane have high impact potential for decarbonization of hard-to-abate sectors. For example, they can replace combustion engines in deep-sea shipping and heavy industries and generate power in on-road, off-road and stationary applications. Renewable fuels can be provided via power-to-X processes, and fuel cells can do the X-to-power conversion. But there are losses in this energy value chain, and we need to minimize these. Regardless of the type of fuel cell stack technology, you can only reach full system potential if all balance of plant components around the fuel cell stack, like heat exchangers, are optimally designed. Alfa Laval offers a large range of brazed and fusion bonded heat exchangers at industrial scale that are ideally suited for fuel cell industry. I especially want to highlight our latest innovation, the Alfa Nova GL50, which is the first heat exchanger that Alfa Laval has developed specifically for fuel cell solutions. Alfa Nova GL50 is an asymmetric gas to liquid plate heat exchanger made from 100% stainless steel. It can handle gas flows of 250 cubic meters per hour, as well as inlet gas temperatures up to 750 degrees Celsius with exceptional performance. It is compact, robust, and does the job with very low pressure drop, and its ability to condensate water makes it ideal for use in systems where fuels like ammonia or methanol require reforming. Featuring our patented Alpha Fusion technology, Alfa Nova heat exchanger families are known around the world for their robustness and ability to handle challenging applications. Now we are proud to offer the Alfa Nova GL50, which is based on our unique and tough fusion bonding technology and optimized for gas to liquid applications. This is an important step in our dedicated, long-term effort to support the fuel cell industry with highly efficient industrial scale solutions. Come and talk to us. Alfa Laval is your partner solving today's challenges with the future in mind.
Back with us is Julian, and joining us is a very exciting guest from Liquid Wind, Claes Fredriksson. Welcome both.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Just to start off with you, Claes, what is electrofuel and why is it so important?
Electrofuel is a way of making fuel from electricity. And it's fairly new in terms of doing it in industrial scale, that we take renewable electricity, generate hydrogen from that electricity, and then combine the hydrogen with CO2, carbon dioxide, and out comes a liquid, and the liquid in our case is methanol, which we call electrofuel. So it's really a completely new way of making fuel, that instead of taking something fossil from the ground, we make it from renewable electricity. And this has great hopes for the future, because we can now have a carbon neutral fuel.
Fantastic. And how do we make it a more competitive option on the market?
So first off, we start by making the first one. And we have recently made an investment decision on the first facility, which means we're going to start to build that facility in Örnsköldsvik, in Övik, up on the northeast coast of Sweden. And once we've done one, we will do many. And as we do more and more of them, we actually can reduce the costs and make it more competitive.
Great. And where does Alfa Laval come into this picture?
Well, I think, Lily, the answer is a bit two-folded. The first one is a bridge from what Claes is saying. Alfa Laval is a technology partner to Liquid Wind. We're supplying technology and particularly heat exchangers in the different blocks, in the hydrogen section, in the carbon capture section, and the methanol section, as well as in the heat integration, in order to make this process as efficient as possible from the start and improve it also plant after plant, and work towards a cost-competitive option for electrofuel. And the second reason, I believe, is very much our belief that as Alfa Laval, we will not win the race to net zero by working alone. We will need to partner up, and it's what we call our sustainable partnership ventures. And sometimes we partner with peers, and sometimes we partner with startups, where we are combining the strengths of a company and the dynamism and agility of a company like Liquid Wind with the competence that Alfa Laval can bring to the table. And together we can make electrofuel a reality. And this is a really exciting journey.
Yeah, what a great partnership. We have to move on to our next segment now, but before we do, I just want to remind everyone at home to please write in your questions. We'd love to hear from you. Joining me for our third and final segment is Karin Forsberg, who's here to talk to us about how to make drilling applications more sustainable. Hi Karin, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So can you tell us some of the key challenges that our customers in the mining industry are facing and how they can tackle them going forwards?
Absolutely. We need metals and minerals for construction, for industrial production, as well as in the defossilization driven to a high extent by electrification of our society. So already today, metals are recycled to a very, very high extent, but even so, we need more, and we also need different kinds of minerals in order to drive our development. So we will need mining and exploration of new minerals, but it all comes with a high social license to operate. And that means a very high pressure from society, from legislation, as well as from investors. And what does then that mean for the mining industry? Well, first and foremost, a very, very high focus on safety. And if we're looking at the operators, it's about avoiding contact with the operator and the harmful minerals and chemicals used, as well as limiting maintenance of the equipment, which also implies a risk of coming in contact with these harmful substances. And for society, it's about avoiding the risks related to water and waste, and especially linked to the tailing dams, which has the risk to break and then pollute land and river. The second very hot topic for the mining industry is actually availability of water. Scarcity of water is actually already stranding assets. And that means that operations have to close because there is a lack of water. So actually being able to keep the operations going, being able to recover the water and also recycle it, and sometimes also you need to completely minimize the intake of fresh water because you do not have that. So a lot of issues to deal with for the industry.
Yeah. And how is Alfa Laval able to support the customers who are looking for a cleaner alternative?
Well, we have a broad range of decanter centrifuges, ranging from the smaller sizes, which are excellent to treat the waste that you get on exploration site, up to the largest on the market, the ones with 1,000 millimeter in diameter. That's actually the biggest size available, that efficiently separate out the water from the waste. Also, our continuous operation makes it, minimizes the need for an operator to be in contact with equipment. And all in all, it comes with a very, very attractive cost compared to the current technologies used on sites.
Great, let's find out more in this next video.
In the mining industry, reusing water and minimizing waste is essential for our customers to cut their cost and their impact on the environment.
That is why our team of experts have been working hard to develop a robust range of solid bowl decanter centrifuges that can dewater tailings, help save water, and improve safety, both in exploration drilling and mine tailings management.
When it comes to exploration drilling, solids build up in the slurry fluids. Disposing of these solids comes with a cost to our customers and the environment, in the form of transportation and water use. But what if I told you that instead of throwing the slurry away and using up scarce resources, that we can clean and reuse it with an Alfa Laval decanter centrifuge? After all, less waste means less cost for you and the planet. Plus, our wide range of machine sizes mean that you can easily find the perfect fit for your exploration project, no matter how remote.
Once you have completed the exploration phase and moved towards a larger mining process, our solid bowl decanter centrifuge range is broad enough to grow with you, making sure that you can mine more sustainably from start to finish. And while the planet is at the front of our minds, safety is just as important. We need to move away from risky tailings dams and incorporate the newer, safer technologies that are available today, such as Alfa Laval solid bowl decanter centrifuges. Their small footprint reduces the installation space, leading to lower capex, while safely dewatering large tonnages of tailings to produce solids content that is suitable for dry stacking or co-disposal. But that is not all. The Alfa Laval solid bowl decanter centrifuge is built for tough mining duties, as it is made using wear-resistant, high-grade materials that withstand erosion and corrosion, thereby reducing the OPEX significantly. Moreover, you can recover and reuse a large volume of the processed water, which supports your sustainability goals. All this while eliminating the risk of having a tailings dam. It's really that simple.
What a great range of options. So outside of the mining industry, can this separation technology be useful in any other applications?
Yeah, definitely. Infrastructure, geothermal drilling and construction sites all have a lot of drilling operations in the groundwork which you normally don't think about at all. And legislation says that you need to collect all the waste, and that's a lot of water, lots of solid waste, and you need to truck all that away to a wastewater treatment plant before you can separate out the solids, and those solids are then going to landfill. So it means very often trucking a lot of volumes, very long distances. Of course, legislation varies, you may say, from country to country, but I think we can all agree on that the movement to more sustainable construction is underway everywhere.
So, and how is Alfa Laval set apart from competitors?
Yeah, actually we have a fantastic situation because our decanter centrifuges by far outperform any other way to treat this drilling waste. So that means that we can actually treat the waste on site. We treat the water to superior water quality so it can be reused. We take out the solid waste from the highly valuable drilling slurries and make it possible to reuse the drilling slurries directly on the site. And then the solid remaining waste, which is very, very minimal in volume, can be sent away directly to a landfill. So it's actually a fantastic opportunity to use that technology in this industry.
Sounds incredible. Let's find out in more detail in this next video.
Hi, I'm Kong Nguyen. Today I'm going to talk about how Alfa Laval can help the construction drilling industry turn waste into value with our proven decanter centrifuge solutions. Efficient waste handling is becoming increasingly important in drilling operations. Solid liquid separation is the simple, proven solution that can improve sustainability by minimizing waste and reusing water. And operational costs can be lowered because the waste is treated at the primary site, reducing the need for off-site transport. In addition, decanters operate continuously without interrupting drilling operations.
Hi, I'm Ravi Kappan. Alfa Laval decanters remove the finest particles, making it easier to meet requirements for water disposal or reuse. We process slurry into soil and recover chemicals such as bentonite. We've developed a wide range of decanter centrifuges, from mobile compact units that can fit on a trailer to the biggest units that can handle all capacities. Alfa Laval separation solutions turn waste into value, which is better for your business and for the environment. You can save big when you partner with Alfa Laval. Our decanter centrifuge solutions make it possible for you to recover and reuse resources such as water, dry solids, and chemicals. We are a partner that solves today's challenges with the future in mind.
We're sadly coming to the end of our time, but before you go anywhere, I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all of our guests who came here today in the studio and to all of the people who helped make this event possible. I'd also like to say a big thank you to all of you who tuned in today. And just remember that if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. And with that, Thomas is back to take us out with a few final thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Lily. And wow, what a session! Goosebumps, I would say. And it's another day with a lot of actions, and that is important because every day count in this race to the net zero. And I mentioned the three sustainable cornerstones in the beginning. We have covered all of them today. I'm so happy to see the energy efficiency, where we have now our energy hunters going out with smart heat exchangers as well. I talked about electrolyzers in the beginning. Now we see the whole hydrogen value chain with the Power-to-X, fuel cell, e-methanol. And thanks a lot to our partner, Klaas, the CEO of Liquid Wind, for joining us today. And then we have the circularity, which is in the mining areas, really about breaking tradition, in putting in modern technologies that can secure the right level of circularity. So a lot of things is happening, and I mentioned also in the beginning that we are investing a lot in our footprint. We're also doing that in our innovation programs. And that means we are also accelerating the number of innovations coming. So we have decided that we will actually have, instead of 2, we will have 3 net zero launches this year, because so much is happening. So the next one will be 15th of June. And hope you all will join again. Thank you so much for joining us today, and see you hopefully in June.